All righty, welcome back. It's Terrific Tuesday. Market on a rocket shot today. If you're looking at your portfolio, namaste, baby. Don't go anywhere. Keep it calm. Keep it cool. Everything is good. If Joe Biden actually becomes the president before the end of the year, you may want to start laying off some of your profits because there's going to be a whole new tax regulatory framework in the next administration if this nut job gets in there. So you might want to take your profits this year, sack away that money, and do like my grandfather, Angelo Archipoli, put it in chock full of nuts cans and bury it in the backyard because they're even tax your money that you already earned and pay taxes on. These people. That's how crazy it is. But last night I got barraged with texts. Barraged with like 7-8 texts. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And all of them were saying, JT, Trump conceded. My friend said he conceded. He didn't concede. Okay. What he did was to alleviate the pressure on the director of the General Government Services Agency. He told her it's okay to start releasing the funding for the transition team because she was getting death threats from people. So the idea of the left is, and this is their playbook, folks, it's to personally attack and make people fear and be intimidated by the angry crowd. The angry mob is after you if you don't do what they want. And it's going to keep happening. If these legislatures start splitting and not certifying the elections and sending the right electors for Trump down to the House of Representatives, you're going to see they're going to target people, Congress people, all across the country and try to intimidate them into doing what they want and not following the Constitution. But on this show, we have a lot of great folks on. We have a Joy Villa and, Kimberly Guilfoyle. Last week we had Rudy Giuliani. We had Patrick Byrne the other night. He's out now saying he's spending $1 million to pay for data science to prove that this election was heisted. Okay? And many times we've had Terrence K. Williams, who's a tremendous, Trump supporter and a tremendous internet and social media influencer. And at the same time, my phone was blowing up from people who thought Trump conceded. It was happening to Terrence, too, I think, and he made a pretty good video explaining exactly what happened.
Oh, y'all thought Trump conceded. He did not concede. Do not let this transition fool you. President Trump did not concede. But it's funny that y'all thought he conceded. It's funny that y'all think Joe Biden is really going to be president. This is all part of the plan. Don't let this transition fool you. He will not be the president. Y'all so silly. Y'all so silly. Y'all so silly.
I mean, it's just getting so crazy. It's almost like they want to force you into believing something that isn't true. It's nuts. You know what I mean? It's like there was that old song, it wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? No, we know what's happening. We know Trump's odds are slimming by the day. But he still has a whole bunch of paths to victory in front of him. So stop telling us stuff is happening that ain't happening, because it's not doing anybody any good. In the meantime, while we're all distracted and being divided over which presidential candidate winds up taking office in January, the blue states everywhere are getting locked down even more. And these days, you could throw Molotov cocktails at a cop. You could break the window on a Gucci store in Manhattan, go in and steal 20 bags. You can riot. You can light things on fire. But if you're out past 10 o'clock...
Not you guys. ACLU is fine. Get off the street. Go home. Go home. Go home or you're getting arrested. You're under arrest. Curfew. You're under arrest.
What do I do?
Get down. Stay back.
I'm not a part of it.
You're under arrest.
Stop
resisting.
Resist.
Stop resisting.
You guys are putting your knee in me.
Go
Get your
home.
knee on
Stop
me.
Give me your arm.
Get your knee
Give me
on
your
me.
arm.
No.
Give me your arm. Do it now. Go home, please. There's a curfew. This person's under arrest. Hey, guys.
There's a guy just out past 10 p.m. and try to stick up for himself a little bit. Now, mind you, these governor executive orders and these mayor executive orders, they're not laws. Okay, they're executive orders. They're not laws. So having regular police units actually enforce them is a violation of the Constitution. And I'll tell you a little trick, because my father was a cop. If the cops ever come to your house and try to be all nice, like, hey, how are you? You know, just wanted to come on and check out a few things there. Heard some noise. And you do not ever invite them inside your house. Because once they step inside your house, they can say anything. I smelled something, I seen something, I heard something that gave me a reason to investigate. Okay? And you keep them outside your house. Sometimes cop will come to your door looking, hey, is so-and-so live here or whatever? Nope, not here. What's your name, sir? You don't have to even show a cop ID if you're inside your house and they're outside your house. So brush up on your rights, because if they think there's 12 people in your house, or, you know, from what I heard, they're doing contact tracing now. Like when you go to a restaurant, you got to sign the book, and then if you get sick, they check your phone number, and then they tell everyone else who went in the restaurant. From what I heard, okay, they're doing contact tracing now on turkeys, on Thanksgiving turkeys. So anyone who bought a Bell & Evans turkey over 20 pounds, there's a Bill Gates devised microchip in that turkey. Because they know if you went over 20 pounds, then you're going to have more than 10 people in your house. And those turkeys are being tracked like contact tracing, like COVID people. And before you know it, they're going to be at your door with the battering ram saying, we know you got more than 10 people in there because we tracked your turkey. So watch them turkeys, okay? When you bring them home, wash them, rinse them, brine them, fry them, everything else. But find the chip, because from what I hear, they're tracking turkeys. Bell & Evans, spread this around. Let's make it go viral. Bell & Evans turkeys over 20 pounds have microchips in them. No, I'm kidding. This is a political satire. I'm joking around about the signs of the times. The government, nor anyone associated with the government, is putting tracking devices in Bell & Evans turkeys. That was just a joke. And the hits just keep on coming. When I said it a little earlier in the show, but you know, you go to a restaurant now here in New York and you can only have 4 people at the table. So if you go with 5 people, like I did with my family last week, you got to sit at 2 different tables. And then at the same time, when I'm nice and fat, I had my pasta, my antipasto, everything. I want to have a little cannoli and a little espresso with the sambuca on the side. I'm getting ready for the last course, and they're like, JT, it's $9.50. And we're not going to be able to do dessert or coffee or anything because Governor Cuomo says we have to shut down at 10. So I can't even have dessert. Meantime, I got to sit at another table from half my family. And it's all because Governor Cuomo thinks after 10 o'clock, the freaks come out at night and the COVID comes out at night. We'll take a quick break right now. We're going to come back and kick off hour 2 of a terrific Tuesday edition of Stop the Steal TV. Don't go anywhere. Phone a friend. Share the stream. We're coming back with more firepower right after this.